Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video on the channel. This is being filmed after the Champions League predictions. It is currently Friday, before all of the weekend games, so I just want to point out that I'm taking it that we'll be beating Crystal Palace. Before we do get into this video though, make sure you subscribe to the channel for more predictions, previews, and if you want FIFA 20 content, I'm going to be dropping it when it comes out. Predictions that we have for Champions League, Premier League, Carabao Cup. So yeah, this is the Olympiakos versus Tottenham Group B Champions League opener. So yeah, I've written down a few notes on Olympiacos. Tottenham I can cover. This preview maybe a bit stumbly because it's a European game. So Olympiakos, they are currently 4th in Superliga Greece. I think I'm saying that right. They have 2 wins in 2, which is pretty good for them compared to Tottenham. We have 1 win, 2 draws and 1 loss in the Premier League at the moment. And hopefully we beat Crystal Palace, so 2 wins, which will rocket us above Crystal Palace.
This man has got a set of bollocks on him.
The Champions League is different. I've said it every year. It's faster, and I think it suits our play a bit more. Dave McGoldrick's house is going past. Last season, Olympiacos finished 2nd in their league, which means that they had to go through some qualifying to get to the Champions League group stages. And they beat Plzeň from Russia. I believe it's from Russia. They beat Istanbul Başakşehir, the one that Ashley Cole struggled with, and they also beat Krasnodar to get to the group stages. Spurs on the other hand, we got automatic qualification. We was runners-up in the Champions League last year. We finished 4th in the Premier League last year behind Chelsea, Man City and Liverpool. Olympiacos has a couple of decent players. They have Guilherme, is a Brazilian at the moment. He gets into the team quite a lot, so if you're familiar with the Brazil national team, you should know him. They have Jose Sá, their goalkeeper. They signed him from Porto, and he was part of the team that won the Nations League with Portugal. They have Ruben Semedo, who played for Villarreal. I think he's on loan, I'm not too sure. But they do have someone could say a standout name. They have Mathieu Valbuena. He was part of the 2010 French World Cup team. He scored against England in 2014, I'd like to say. Yeah, he's a decent little player. I remember thinking he was a decent player back in 2010. Yeah, on to Tottenham. You know, we've got loads of standout players, and from the Crystal Palace team sheet I gave, I'm going to base that off of this team sheet that I had in mind. So yeah, let's get into the team sheet. So in goal, you know you're going to start Hugo Lloris. I've gone with the light blue graphic, hoping that we do play in that, because that kit is sexy. Hard on. I think we might play in it. I'm not sure. We do favour 3rd kits in European competitions, so I'm going with that on this side. That's why it's pretty bright. So Lloris in goal. At fullbacks, Serge Aurier said he will play against Crystal Palace to get some match fitness, and I think he'll play here with the match fitness. And Danny Rose, who was on the bench against Crystal Palace, in my opinion, he was on the bench. Because Ben Davies plays for them two at fullback. And centre-back partnership, Alderweireld and Vertonghen, because them two have to play every fucking week. They are one of the best centre-back partnerships in the world. In midfield, I'm going to go with Ndombele and Christian Eriksen a bit further ahead in the 2 in midfield. It's tough to pick a midfield, which is pretty shit, because the players might get unhappy, but it's what we need. You know, you look at Man City and their midfield, and you know, you have players like Riyad Mahrez, Bernardo Silva on the bench, sometimes David Silva, so it's what we need. It's good, it's healthy. In the middle, I'm going to go with Dele Alli. He's back from injury. He might play against Crystal Palace. I don't think he will. I'm not too sure, but yeah, Dele Alli in the middle. He is a big game player in the Champions League, in my opinion. On the left, Heung-min Son. You could say Sessegnon. He is back from injury, which is brilliant. I do like Sessegnon, not just because we signed him from Fulham, and I like Wanda Philip. On the right, we're going to go with Lucas Moura for the pace, and up front, Harry Kane. So that is the team that's going to beat Olympiacos 3-0. That is my score prediction. You could argue they're going to get a goal, being at home, and last year in the group stages away from home was pretty poor. We lost to Inter Milan, and we drew 2-2 to PSV. But you know, I think we've learned. We got to the final last year in the Champions League. We're going to want to go that one step further. We have a taste for it, and we're pretty good in the Champions League, I must admit. Goals for this game, I'm going to go with Kane, and Heung-min Son to get the goals. But yeah, that is all I have. If you want to see all the predictions on what I think of every single game in the Champions League, then check the eye. There will be a link to the predictions, and in the description there'll be a link. If you want more of them, then subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell. Smack my bell for when I upload these videos. But yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys later. Goodbye.